The episode begins in the Smith house living room, where we see the squad watching interdimensional cable when we see Yumi walking in the living room, looking a bit depressed about something, getting Rick's attention. "You okay, Yumi? You look a little depressed about something. What's up?"
"It's nothing, Grandpa Rick. Don't worry about it,"
Yumi says before walking away and going to what appears to be the sub-basement of the house, where she sees the memory helmet, and upon putting it on, she sees what appears to be a memory of her arguing with Space Beth about finding out she abandoned her family, and realizes what she must do after seeing that very memory. We then cut back to the living room, where we see the squad still watching TV, and Doof starts to wonder why they watch interdimensional cable all the time.
"Okay, is it me, or is someone requesting we watch interdimensional cable? Because it feels like we watch this all the time or something,"
Doof says.
"Yeah, Duke's right. We should consider mixing it up next time,"
Holly says as the rest of the squad nod in agreement, when Kuzco walks in, wondering where Yumi is after trying to find her. "Hey guys, have you seen Yumi? I went to the sub-basement to look for her, but she was gone," Kuzco says, worried about Yumi's well-being. Just then, Hoots portals in the living room, holding a cup of Hoots brew, and takes a sip before speaking.
"Hoots, you need to give us a heads up when you just start appearing,"
Rick said, annoyed.
"Well, you guys don't let us know ahead of time before you barge in the owlery.
But that's not important. I was just looking for Yumi to help settle an argument with Party Hoots and Chef Hoots. Something about alpacas and wanting either an infinite petting zoo or an alpaca burger stand, but I wasn't able to, so I asked Yumi to settle the argument when I noticed he wasn't there. So I thought I'd help with this tracking device and lock of Yumi's hair that I just conveniently have right here," Hoots said, holding up a tracking device and bag of Yumi's hair.
"How'd you get that much of Yumi's hair?"
Riss asks as it cuts to Hoots sneaking into Yumi's room with some silent electric tremors and buzzing some of Yumi's hair as she slept. "Don't worry about it. This should tell us right where Yumi is." Hoots added the hair to the tracking device, and it makes hoot hoot sounds. That sounds like Hoots.
Hoots, I understand you want to help, but we just found out that she wasn't here. I mean, at least let us brainstorm of a plan of possible places where she could be, but her not being there, like we usually do before you or whoever pops up being like, "Guys, I just realized this, I have this," and then you show the tracker, but there's no way you can find her with...
Just then the tracker said, "Yumi found," in Hoots' voice, as Hoots smiled, looking at Doof.
"You were saying we're not doing that cliche in this episode. This is a serious situation. Possibly."
Doof interrupted as they go to the squad van. As the squad van is driving to the location on the Hoot tracker, Kuzco is sitting where Yumi usually sits. "Are you sure that Yumi's at the Evil League lair place, or wherever you said? Because even if she is there, I doubt they'll tell us where she is," Kuzco asks.
"Think about it. Who's the one person Yumi hates the most in the League of Evil lair?"
After a while, Kuzco looked up surprised. "Oh, Space Beth!"
"Bingo!"
Father said.
"Now when we enter, we're gonna need you to keep your distance. These League types are real dangerous, and as a former villain, I know my evildoers, and..."
They arrive at the League of Evil lair and see the entrance destroyed. The squad walk up to the entrance where Hoots is waiting. "Man, you really like to take your time. Were you enjoying a calm space scenery as you go on your Sunday drive to find Yumi that's in impossible danger?" Hoots asked as they eat chalky rats.
"How do you always seem to be at the location before us? I know you have the location, but that lumbering tank of a vehicle can't be that fast,"
Sim says as Rick walks past.
"It doesn't matter. We're here now, so let's go in and kick some..."
As they run in, they find the League's lair in shambles and the League members knocked out.
"Oh, thank God you're here, Squad 8. Look, we're mortal enemies, but we were wondering if you could do us a small favor."
Just then, Cozy gets up and yells,
"Get that bitch out of here! She's nuts!"
The League members agree as Space Beth is running from Yumi.
"Yep, just as I suspected."
The squad catch up to Yumi standing over Space Beth.
"Yumi, calm down, hand Grandpa the laser gun."
Rick holds his hand out as Yumi refuses.
No, she has to pay for what she did.
Sims then steps forward.
Yumi, you can't let hatred make you do things that you'll regret. Trust me, I know.
Yumi rolls her eyes.
Yes, Sims, I know about Monkey and giving you the banana and showing you the power of friendship and all that, but you can't compare that to the unforgivable shit this bitch has done.
She pointed the laser gun to Space Beth, about to shoot, when Doof speaks.
You know what to say that could really put things into perspective. You see,
Everyone tells Doof to shut up, and Doof raises his hand in the air.
well, I tried. I'm going to wait in the van and play some platypus puzzle adventures. I just got to level 22. If any of you care, which I doubt.
Doof walks back to the van. Cusco looks back to Yumi. Okay, now back to what's going on. Space Beth looks at Yumi. Now, Yumi, I know you're mad at me, but let's talk. Yumi interrupts.
No, I never should have trusted you when you joined Team Rick. You being the daughter of the Rick that took my Smith family away from me.
Before she could shoot Space Beth, Hoot taps her leg. Before you do that, I was actually here to ask something that us Hoots have been working on. You know, something that could make stealth extraction missions go faster? Yumi interrupts Hoots.
What are you babbling on about, Hoots? Can't you see I'm trying to... What was I doing again?
There's a dart in Yumi's neck as she falls over. Why the new Hoot and Sleep silent but painless darts, of course. We were thinking of naming them Hoot Darts, or maybe Sleepy Darts, but we can't agree on one. Rick picks up Yumi and heads to the squad van with the rest of the squad.
How about you brainstorm that on the way to Rick HQ there, Secret Agent Hootie?
Rick said as a squad were heading back to Rick HQ. Cusco was talking to the squad. So wait, that's why Yumi wanted to kill Space Beth? I mean, I know she told me about some of the stuff she did. Some she refused to elaborate on, which I understand. I mean, the thing with her mom and Space Beth did sounds disturbing.
Cusco tries to sound uninterested in that. Well, Cusco, that's what happens when you let hatred control your actions. You see, I know how that's like. Once I was...
Shut up, Sims.
Yumi says, still knocked out, but was aware Sim was about to rant about the monkey story again. The squad laugh as they arrive at Team Rick HQ. A few days pass as we see the squad in Rick's living room. Cusco asks about where Yumi is.
Yumi's still at the HQ. She said she's still thinking about what she almost did, or something.
He took a drink from his flask as everyone watched interdimensional television. Doof looks up from his tablet.
You think one of us should go talk to her?
Doof said as everyone watches TV not responding, still tired from what happened.
Oh, okay, so I guess you're still not saying anything. Fine, I'll just ignore you guys now.
Doof goes back to playing his game on his tablet.
So, Doof, how's the game so far?
Sim asks, smiling as Doof starts talking about how fun the game is. You know what? I'll talk to her. Cusco leaves to Rick HQ, leaving the living room.
These guys hear that?
Father asked, looking around. The squad give an I don't know shrug and keep watching TV. I like moments like this, Crocker said as Rick looks up.
Oh shit! I thought you went home, Crocker.
Rick said as the episode cut to black, and the episode ends.